All right, what's up, you guys? So I want to make a quick video and talk about a gentleman who hasn't fought in a few years, but is arguably the face of the boxing scene in the Upper Midwest, and without hesitation, the face of Minnesota boxing. None other than the American boy, Jason Litzau. What he's been on TV 16 or so times. One of these fighters who doesn't even know what take a step back means, and they don't fight like this anymore. Fighters don't fight like this anymore. They don't. It's too much about self-preservation nowadays. Guys don't go out there and bang the way Jason Litzau did. They don't go out there and bang the way Arturo Gatti did. You might get a few here and there, but it's few and far between. Fighters want to play it safe now. I don't blame them, right? Because you have to ensure that mentally and in a health way you're ready. There's life after boxing, and you got to make sure that your brain's fit enough for you to live a good, meaningful life after boxing. So I'm not knocking any fighters who play it safe. If I was a fighter, I would play it safe, just because I would constantly be thinking about life after boxing. But the reason I'm making this video is just because I miss seeing Jason Litzau fight. He was definitely made himself a household name, made himself a mainstream name, and the guy was just so fun to watch fight. And I got my first dose of Jason Litzau way back. I'm talking maybe 2006, 2007, when he was gracing ESPN Friday Night Fights. That's where I first saw him, and he was destroying people, destroying people in the first round. Good-looking kid, spoke well, had all the skills and all the talent to back it up too. And then of course from there he moved on and graduated on to bigger and better things. HBO, pay-per-view, Showtime, different things like that. Hit a few bumps along the way, like we all do. And come on, let's face it, the kid was fighting the toughest guys out there. I mean, when you're fighting Robert Guerrero and you're fighting Adrian Broner, Highland Williams, Celestino Caballero, I mean, you're fighting bad dudes. There's no easy nights in the ring. There's no easy nights. That's a murderer's row of opposition right there. And to fall to defeat to any one of those guys, there's no shame in that. Because you're fighting the toughest dudes out there. And Jason's one of these guys who never cherry-picked his opponent. Always took on the toughest fight there was. Never asked for an easy road. Never hand-selected who he was going to fight. He took on all comers, and every fight he had was exciting. Every fight. You knew from bell to bell that dude was going to bring it, and he was going to make you, enjoy every second of watching him fight. They don't do that anymore. Fighters don't do that anymore. Fighters don't even think like that anymore. So it's just one of these things where, man, I'm dying, I'm itching to see him back in the ring. I believe he's in his mid-30s now. He's, it's hard to say how big of a window a combat athlete has in a sport like boxing or MMA or, whatever it is, because it's such a grueling, such an intense, such a dangerous pursuit that, each person's window of opportunity is different. It all depends on, how many miles they put on their bodies, how much damage they've taken, just all sorts of different factors. The lifestyle they lead. Do they live a healthy life, or have they been a bit destructive, in their own personal life? How well they take care of their body, all that stuff. So, it's just one of these things where, we don't know what Jason has left, but I think it'd be foolish to say the best Jason Litzau has already passed. I think it'd be foolish to say that. I truly believe if he's in his mid-30s, I mean, he's already proven. He's fought a few times over the past few years, and he's looked better than ever. I mean, that fight against Highland Williams Jr., I think he got robbed. I definitely think he got robbed in that fight. And Highland Williams Jr., let me remind you guys, is damn good. You know, Highland Williams is good. That's no joke. That's no cakewalk for anybody. You know, and Jason went toe-to-toe with him for whatever, 8 rounds, and they called it a draw. You know, hell, if they ran that fight back, I'd definitely watch. You know, but at this point, Jason's one of those fighters who I'd watch him fight anybody, just because I know what Jason's going to bring to the table. He's always going to make it exciting. He's always going to make it entertaining. And he's also got, you know, he's got the gift of gab to go with it. You know, he can talk up a fight. You know, he can stir the pot. He can make it exciting. And when he goes out there, he throws down, man. There's no way you can ever walk away from a Jason Litzau fight being disappointed with how the fight played out. Because even if the other fighter tries to play it safe, you know Jason isn't going to go out there, you know, and try to run away and make it a boring fight. You know, he thinks about the fans first. And that's what separates him. That's what separates Jason Litzau. So I'm chomping at the bit to see Jason Litzau fight again. If he fights again, you guys know I'll be watching. If he doesn't, you know, God bless him and whatever he's doing. And thanks for the years, man.